Hey y'all, hey, welcome to another episode of the Unlocking with Ermi podcast. I'm Ermi. If you did not know, Ermi Seeds is what you'll find on social media platforms. But I am Ermi, and I am here to just discuss my actual experiences with spirit, my first encounter with spirit, or my spirit guides, or my spirit team, my very first encounter. Okay, so I can go back to maybe like 7 or 8 years ago when I was in the church, and I was hearing the voice of what I believe to be the voice of God. I have never really paid attention or experienced it in that way when I was in the church. Prior to that, I would just go with intuition, just a gut feeling, just wondering, just that gut feeling. Um, going to places and then hear the voice say, "Don't do that, don't go there, get back in the car," that type of voice connection. Now I know that was spirit or my spirit guides that was definitely protecting and guiding me. But when I realized that there was more to what I was getting with the intuition, again in church, that's when I felt the energy and I was like, wait, something's different here. And it was a Pentecostal church, which I believe I spoke about in my last episode. But once I got out of the church and I'm no longer in that space, I still hear the voice of what I believe is God. So I want to say maybe like 6 years ago when I was there in church, I want to say my last year there, um, I was reading a Bible story, and the Bible story was about Abigail. And everywhere I went, I would hear Abigail, Abigail before I even read that story. And then I was like, oh, okay, I think Spirit wanted me to, or the Holy Ghost wanted me to read up on Abigail and read about her story and who she was. And then after I did that, I was thinking I was going to be clear of hearing the name Abigail. I began to hear it even the more. And I'm like, okay, there's more to Abigail. Like, who am I? What's going on here? And um again, this was at this time I was linked to my husband now. I was dating him at the time. So I was thinking, oh my God, am I going to have a child named Abigail? Are we going to, we're going to get married and we're going to have kids? And am I to name my child Abigail? I don't know why I went straight to that. It could have went left or right. I could have easily said, well, do you know somebody named Abigail? It felt right to have those other thoughts of I might have children, a child named Abigail. But anyway, so then I began to hear the name Daphne, Daphne, over and over, Daphne, Daphne, Daphne. I'm like, okay, oh my God. So I'm gonna name her Abigail Daphne. Then I heard it at separate times, Abigail and Daphne. I'm like, okay, two babies. I'm gonna have twins, and they shouldn't be named Abigail. Y'all, I was thinking a million and one things. Anything you could think of, I was thinking that. Because why am I hearing those names in particular? So again, I put that in my back pocket, knowing that I heard those names, but still didn't understand it. And then I went to a nursing assignment in Oklahoma City. And while I was in Oklahoma City, I began to really go on TikTok and watch a lot of people do readings. And so as I am watching people get readings, it was one person that I was drawn to, and I had her do my readings because I felt like she was so connected to spirit. Like it blew my mind how she was so connected and she just knew all about my right now at that time. And so I began to question her because I was starting to learn about spirit guides. And she mentioned something about doing an exercise. She was like, you want to meet your spirit guides? Then do this. And so I did the exercise and I wanted to know a little bit more because I felt like, huh, okay, okay, I do have spirit guides because I feel the energy, I feel the presence. Okay, whatever. So I asked her one day, can you tell me who my spirit guides are on the live? And it was her and somebody else on the live. And I asked, can you tell me? And so she was like, there's a male spirit guide here. I'm like, wait, a male spirit guide? And she said, but there's two female spirit guides here. So I immediately knew, okay, Abigail and Daphne. I immediately connected it to them. But when she said there was a male spirit guide, I was like, oh, okay, well, let me go ahead and, thank you. Thank you. But it was at that moment, it was time for me to go and figure out. or connect with that particular spirit guide. So I got off the live with her and I, did a meditation and I said, you know what? Let me listen. Let me ask that spirit guide, who is he? Male energy. So I asked him, who is he? And he began to say, Joseph, Joseph, Joseph. And I kept hearing Joseph, Joseph over and over. And I'm like, huh, Joseph. Interesting. All right. All right. Now here I am ready to challenge what I've just heard. And now I'm like, I need to, yeah, what? Somebody's calling me? Somebody calling me. Sorry, you guys. Oh, it was a friend of mine calling me. And it's Halloween, y'all, so that's why it sound kind of funny. If you guys even heard it, I'm not sure, but I don't know. She probably did it down. So, after I connected with the energy in that way, I said, let me go and ask the same friend, the same intuitive, um, about this energy. So I waited a few days and then I asked her when she went live again. I said, hey, um, are you able to connect with my spirit guides and let me know the names that you get or who is the spirit guide? So as she began to connect with the spirit guide, she said, I'm hearing Joe, Joe, over and over. And I'm like, bitch, what? I was so shocked because I was like, oh, okay, I am hearing you. And then I heard the laughter, the laughter of my spirit guides. They were laughing like, yeah, it's us. That blew my mind. That blew my mind. That blew my mind, guys. So now I have names attached to these energies that were talking to me, my spirit team. Always felt love, always felt love. It felt like it was time to connect with whatever it was that was around me. I just didn't know who or how or what. I knew nothing. But when it was time to connect, I was mind blown. Even to this day, I still connect with them every once in a while, not as much, but because I know they're around, but I also know how to connect with my ancestors and other energies as well. So I'm grateful for my spirit team. I'm grateful for my spirit team. And then I want to say a few months ago, I met with another guide, you guys. So we have several guides in a lifetime. We have a lot. We have a few that walk with us all throughout our life, and then we have some that come in and some of them leave, once the project or whatever it is that they're there for, is complete. Yep. So we have several of them in a lifetime. I would say some of the signs that I've noticed with my spirit guides, literally I'm clairaudient, so I can hear them clearly. Prior to, I never really put two and two together if it was them or not, but that voice that would tell me get in the car or go back home or get out of there or, now I connected with their energy, but I also connected with God, the all true living God, whatever it was that I believed at the time was God. I always attributed to that energy. Um, I definitely can say for those that are looking to connect with their spirit guides, do a few meditations. I actually have a meditation on my YouTube channel that you guys can use to connect with your spirit team. My spirit guides have been pushing me to do that so other people are able to connect in that way. And I will be making a few more. So if you guys are interested in learning how to just meet up with your spirit guides, that is already going to be an amazing thing, amazing decision. Last night my daughter went to her friend's house and they wanted to do all these crazy um TikTok creepy timeline shifts type myths, those type of games or whatever. And so she's like asking me for all of my things. What do you have, mommy? Do you have a black candle for protection? And do you have this and do you have that? And I just laughed and I chuckled. And I said, I'm covering you guys. I'm going to pray over you guys and I'll make sure you guys are covered because I don't know what the hell you guys are doing or you guys don't know what the hell y'all doing. So, but I still want to be able to teach, be a beacon or a voice to make them feel okay or safe, that what they're doing is not anything as crazy, but it's just piquing their interest. So my daughter, she went to a quiet space at her friend's house, called me, and then I helped her connect with her spirit guide. She's like, it's like my imagination. I'm like, that's exactly what it is. It's your imagination, but you're seeing with your imagination's eye, your third eye. I had to give it a name so she could understand it. And she got the name. She even mentioned my spirit guide name, Joe. She's mentioned that spirit guide. So I was like, okay, so my spirit guide is literally helping her um connect with her spirit guide. So I thought it was amazing. She got the name of her spirit guides, which I've never heard of. And I thought it was beautiful, and she felt okay. And then I had a few of her other friends. They also came in afterward, and they connected with their spirit guides as well. So I thought that was amazing for 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds wanting to connect with their spirit guides. I feel a little bit accomplished with their journey. I don't want to, push the envelope and have them connect before time, but I don't think there's a time limit for connecting with spirit and connecting with your guides and your team. Um, but I definitely recommend people to um, push themselves a little further, get into a space of meditation and quieting your mind and allowing the energies to come through, allowing yourself to trust the energies and what you you feel is okay. I want you to overcome the fear of it all and begin to tap in and allow your loved ones and spirit guides, your ancestors, allow them to come through. And if you do have a little bit of fear, do a prayer of protection, and just bring when you do your prayer, just bring forth those energies that are the benevolent, the highest form of love, those energies that carry that type of energy, the energies that carry that type of energy, that will just bring forth the energy, the loving, the ones that are of the light. Because for a beginner, again, it will be scary, and those that are deconstructing and coming out of religion, it can be very, very, very scary. So I say all that to say this. Um, Go ahead and do some meditations. There's so many meditations on YouTube that will help you connect with your spirit team and your spirit guides. And again, I do have one on my YouTube channel. Hopefully, I can link it somewhere here so you guys can also see or try the meditation. All right. But hopefully this podcast gets you, or this episode gets you guys going and connecting with your spirit team. It's not as hard as you think. But sometimes a lot of people have taught themselves to block and not connect, but they can hear or feel or see, but just block it, out of the fear of it all. So I say all that to say this: go practice, go connect, do a meditation, ask them to come through, ask them to touch your shoulders and your arms. See how many of the energies actually touch you. I did that exercise once, and I had four set of hands touch my arms. And I was like, what the hell? Who the hell is this fourth person? Because I've always known it was three. And then the fourth spirit guide told me the reason why she's here, it was a female energy. And I was just so amazed because I was so happy. But it was literally the energy or the spirit guide to catapult me to really help get to a space to help train and help other people overcome the fear of mediumship. So I give her gratitude as well. All right, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Leave a comment and all the beautiful things. I'll see you later. Bye, guys.